Hi, this is Eric. They call me the job guy. They call me that because I have successfully helped thousands of ex offenders and felons get jobs. I get a lot of emails saying, I have a criminal record and I need a job. How can I get a job? Well, the very first thing you need to do is to get a copy of your record. Somewhere along the application process, the question is going to come up: have you ever been convicted of a crime? And I encourage everyone to answer this question honestly. In this computer age, anyone can get a copy of your background. So I suggest you answer this question honestly. People write to me all the time, well, I was offered a job, but as soon as my background came back, they took the job back. Well, that's because you did not answer honestly on your application. So in order to answer this question honestly, get a copy of your background. Now, there are lawyers out here and companies out here that will promise they can erase your criminal record. No one can erase your criminal record. There are processes that may allow them to hide certain elements of your background in a basic background check, but no one can erase your criminal record. Your record will always be available to law enforcement, the court system, and any government agency. So if they tell you they can erase your record, no, they cannot erase your record. But if you want to be honest on your application, find out what's on your record. The second thing I encourage everyone to do is get a resume. I will never send anyone out on a job search without a well-written resume. A resume is just a document that lists your qualifications, such as your past job experience, your education, or any skills that you have that's relevant to your job search. If you don't have a resume and you don't know how to make one, I suggest you get with someone who has experience writing a resume, because resumes are really important. I encourage all of my students to go down to their local one-stop career center. At your one-stop career center, there are a lot of services that are free for you that can help you in your job search. You can get help writing a resume, you can get some interviewing skills, and you can find local listings for jobs in your area. They also have computers for you to use. If you don't have a computer for your job search, you can use the ones at your local one-stop career center. You can find your local one-stop career center at www.servicelocator.org. There's a link to it in the description right under this video, so you could find it there. But I encourage everyone to go to their local one-stop and get that resume. Very important that you have a resume. Right after that, you need to have some really good references. Most applications will ask for 3 references. A reference is simply an upstanding person who will say something positive about you. Someone from your church will be a good reference. If it's a minister, pastor, priest, maybe a deacon in the church who will say something positive about you. A school teacher, former employee, or even a friend that's doing really well for themselves. Anyone who will stand up and say something positive about you, you should use them for a reference. Now, never use anyone for a reference until you ask for their permission. I'm looking for a job. Is it okay if I use you for a reference? If they agree, then I encourage you to get their contact information, their name, address, phone number, maybe email address. Okay? So whatever you do, get 3 really good references, because eventually somebody's going to ask you for a reference. The next thing you need to do is to get you some good interview clothing. If you don't have interview clothing, you really need to get some nice interview clothing. For gentlemen, I suggest you have a pair of shoes, not boots, not sneakers, but a pair of shoes that can be shined up and polished, dark pair of slacks, light colored shirt, and a tie. That's the very basic. For women, I suggest a pantsuit or a skirt suit with a light colored blouse, shoes with a low heel, not a high heel. You know, you want to look like a professional. You need an outfit when you go in an interview that you want people to forget for about 5 minutes that you have a criminal record. Now, a really professional looking interview outfit will do that for you. So I encourage everyone to get some really nice interview clothing. Next thing you need to do is to get some quality job leads. Networking is probably the most powerful way to get job leads. Networking is simply talking to someone you already know about finding a job. Everyone you speak to, you should ask them, well, I'm looking for a job. Do you know who's hiring? This is powerful because employers, department heads, supervisors hate going through applications. They really do. So if someone refers a really good person to them, chances are they'll get hired. So talk to everyone you know. Just tell them that you're looking for a job. Do they have any suggestions of where they can apply for a job? That's really powerful to network. Once again, your one-stop career center is a good place for you to find jobs. Open jobs in your area. There are also counselors there who are trained to help people find jobs. So I would once again go to your one-stop career center. Temporary employment. There are temporary employment agencies out here who will hire people on a temporary basis. Now, if you're a cook, there are temporary agencies that cater to food service. There are temporary agencies that cater to office work. So whatever type of work you do, you could find a temporary agency that could help you get a temporary job that may turn into a long-term job. So look on the internet. If you have a phone book around, find temporary agencies in your area and find out what their application process is. Use a temporary agency as a way to find a permanent job. Now, on my website, I have a website. It's called Companies That Hire Felons. On my website, there is a long list of companies who will give a felon a chance at a job. Now, on this list, you will find a lot of companies. Now, they will not hire you because you're a felon, but if you're the best person for the job, they will give you an opportunity to compete for the job. Now, also on my website, there is a field that you can fill in where you can find jobs in your area right on my website. Okay, you can find whatever type of work you're looking for. You can find jobs in your area. There's also a spot there you could put in your email address and have local jobs sent to your email box. That's right on my website. And once again, and I'll put it up here, and there's also a link to it in my description. It's called Companies That Hire Felons. Look down in the description. You'll see the link there. You can click that. Now, unfortunately, not all fields are open to felons. And once again, certain types of felonies will exclude you from certain types of employment. So if you have any kind of theft, you can't expect to get a job working in retail. If you have any kind of sex offense, you cannot expect to get a job in a school or a daycare. So be realistic about your expectations. Okay? Another thing that I strongly suggest is to clean up your social media. So many employers who are looking to hire people, they may have someone in mind. They've gone through their application. They've had an interview. They will check your social media. So please monitor what's on your social media. Get off any questionable posts that you have, pictures that may hurt your chances to get a job. In this computer age, we're all connected through social media. So please clean up your social media. Give yourself the best opportunity to get a job. Now, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button so you can be updated the next time I post a video that may help you or someone you know get a job. So please give me that thumbs up. I also have a blog that is called How Felons Can Get Jobs. I have answered hundreds of questions from people just like you who are looking for jobs with a criminal record. So I'll put the link to that description in the description for my blog is How Felons Can Get Jobs. You can go read the answers I have. If you have a question that's not there, you can send me the question and I'll answer it on the blog, okay? So good luck with your job search. Remember, please give me that thumbs up.